Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Bazak here. So, continuing crimes against ex-Muslims by Muslims due to this religion. Prophet Muhammad said, kill those who change their religion or leave their religion. The hadith is here. I found, but in a, where is it? Reddit. Whoever changes this, no, this is Islam Ka. So let's look at this, talk about this. I want to talk about this because they're united, these Muslims, against us as ex-Muslims, wherever, even from Pakistan, against someone in Gulf, Middle East, UAE, Pakistanis. Already they've done so much against humanity, and now this. So they come here thinking they have the right. Yes, and they do, because this religion is Muslims are united against ex-Muslims. Assalamu alaikum. This question has been asked several times from non-Muslims, and I want to find an answer. Why, when the Muslim convert to another religion, murtad, she would be killed or leave their religion? Praise be to Allah. Your question may be answered by the following points. This is the ruling of Allah and His Messenger. As the Prophet said, whoever changes his religion, kill him. Reported by Al-Bukhari, Al-Fath, number 3017. Now please look at this. This is not a Jewish site, and I'm not a Jewish agent. Before this, threads and even the Shias were called the products of a Jewish man who tried to split this religion and so they called themselves Shias of Ali, or just Shia, sorry. 2. The one who has known the religion which Allah revealed, entered it and practiced it, then rejected it, despised it, and left it is a person who does not deserve to live on the earth of Allah and eat from the provision of Allah. My goodness, they could starve, and they could also, if not execute us, what they learn from this is starve us, not even eat or drink, maybe also. So they don't deserve to live on the earth. We don't deserve it. Someone like me would be okay. Let me commit suicide. Let me kill myself. Or the Muslims, other ex-Muslims can do to the other ex-Muslims is wherever they find them, harass them until you suck the blood out of them, or just, what they call it, zindagardo. Zameen mein zindagardo. The earth of Allah. They don't deserve to live on the earth of Allah and eat from the provision of Allah. By leaving Islam, the apostate opens the way for everyone who wants to leave the faith, thus spreading apostasy and encouraging it. We're all dead. I'm talking for. The way I talk, I'm sorry about this. Ex-Muslims encouraging it. So the YouTuber, ex-Muslims on social media, we don't deserve to live. So, okay, someone like me who would say, UAE, I'm doing this against, I don't deserve to live. I should be quiet. I should walk away. But I can't. I'm helpless. I saw a lady. I don't want to go. Like I've been telling myself, I don't want to go to psychiatrist. I don't want to not only take medicine. You see, I saw a lady there, elderly lady sitting there. That's why I wanted, no, I don't know if I would say this or not to the psychiatrist later on. when I meet him. Why can't we have, or if we can have, the lady sitting there, what was, I can't tell you, I didn't ask her, so why can't we have video conference if some patients can't appear? It's a brutal world, I tell you. Sorry. Abu Dhabi, UAE, I'm really sorry, but I have to say this. I don't know why I'm saying this. I would have walked away, gone back to Karachi, and not spoken about this. To have the right, even the system, against the system, nothing can be done. The apostate is not to be killed without warning. Okay, at least this much. So they've given me a warning, let's say on YouTube. Hmm. But hasn't Islam already given us a warning? Anyways, the apostate is not to be killed without warning, even though his crime is so great, so great. He is given a last chance, a respite of 3 days in which to repent. If he repents, he will be left alone. If he does not repent, he will be killed. Who can, any Muslim can do this, warn and then kill them. If the punishment of murder or espionage, also known as high treason, is death, oh, now come to the punishment for murder and espionage. If, then what should be the punishment for one who disbelieves in the Lord of mankind and despises and rejects his religion of? Now they're comparing. So, Westerners, if in your country the punishment for murder and espionage is death, now they're trying to even international law, not that I believe in such. None of those who bleat about personal freedom and freedom of belief would put up with the neighbor's child hitting their child. And you're putting up with wives being beaten? Oh my goodness, look at the way they're comparing now. Or justify this as personal freedom. Huh? We've never hurt anyone, we don't want hurt to take place, no beating of the wives, not even rape of the slave girls, babies. I mean, this comparison is totally out of proportion, totally, completely. Freedom of belief. Oh, I just said it sick. I can't. Oh, no, this doesn't go. I'm not well. We ask Allah for safety and health for ourselves, I guess. May Allah. Oh, sorry. I can't say this. So how Allah doesn't bless the. Anyways, the Zalimun. And I've proven Prophet Muhammad to be a Zalimun from Quran ayats. Long time ago. I challenged the Muslim that today, in 24 hours, I wonder where that video is. Did I prove it on the video? Made a video of it and uploaded it. Oh my God, this world, where the Western world is just this, or this world is not for someone like me. Oh my God. Oh, so you can keep your slave girls naked, half naked? Hit that God knows what hit them. Please, some ex-Muslims. I wanted to say if someone can help me here. Ex-Muslims, warmly join my. Ah, personal free. Everything is forgiven, but there are punishments for theft and all this, adultery, illa shirk, except for shirk, right? Right. So, what was the point in me? God doesn't partners with Allah. God doesn't forgive partners with. God should now forgive himself. Surah Takwira 21 to 20. He's had partners with him. Even Prophet Muhammad is a partner to him. In Waliyakum, Surah Ma'idah 55. Huh? Oh God. Don't worship anyone illa Allah. Surah Fatah 9. You're worshipping Prophet Muhammad. So how can they justify leaving the true religion? True religion, I've proven it, it's false religion. It's misguiding you people. It's making you rapists in marital relationships. In Surah 33 ayat, you can rape. It means you're sex slave girls. Forget the women. Married women, Surah Maida ayat, you can marry captive married women. Oh God. So first and foremost, I had to prove through various streams because I couldn't do it in one whole go. I'm not that eloquent. I wish I was. I'm not even eloquent, coming close to eloquency, but struggling. Look, Muslims, this is a great crime. So what Abraham was doing is smashing their idols. This is a true religion. Let me see. Which will prevail over all religions. This is a true religion. Forced marriage of Zainab to Zaid. I read, okay, I read the commentary section. Shia commentary also. She was not willing. I think Shia commentary were told she didn't want to marry Zaid. Imam Muhammad Bakr has said it. It's stated. So this is a true religion. And time and again, I've proven that this is a false religion. Not only I have proven it, what other proof do you need from ex-Muslims? From Christian Prince? From Rob Christian? My mother, I don't know whether this came from my mother or what I thought my religion was, even Shia, to listen to the to not even call the kafir a kafir. Imam Ali has said, take the good things from the kafir because it is yours. Take it, steal it. Like, so at that time, I didn't think it was stealing. Learn from the kafirs, take it from them. You mean the calf? Then I questioned that in Najil Balagha. Imam Ali has said, take things from the kafir and make it your own. It belongs to you, something like this. Now I had to talk about this. Najil Balagha, take things learn from disbelievers or something. Where is it? Let me see if I can search it out. Najil Balagha, Imam Ali saying, where is it? Whoever fears remains safe. Whoever takes instructions from things, disbelievers were ruined. No, where was it? Maybe I'm not saying it properly. That's why I can't get it here. Learn from the take things from disbelievers. Learn, no, not take things. Learn from. I think I'm not sure, but I think I. How do you know what is for me and what is against me? Okay, there are many curses here. So I'm searching. Has it come on the screen? No. How do you know what is for me and what is? Can't find it. From the ignorant obligatory on the ignorant to learn till he has made it obligatory on the learner to teach. Like, if you have, for knowledge, they say there's a hadith, you can go to Chin by Prophet Muhammad, right? So Chinis are not Chinese. They may not be Muslims, right? Right. So there's yeah. So something to that effect. Maybe I misunderstood Imam Ali. Maybe from the not no no. Take things from learn from the disbelievers even. Because I can't find it. Sorry, I had to bring this up. Anyways, let it be for now. If I find it later, I won't try because right now I need some days. I'm not putting any stress on me already. There's a lot. Any responsibility or any. I'm not taking any saying that I'll find it and give it to you. I don't want any stress. Nothing. Empty. So I just want to be empty, but and do muji. Just being empty for a while. That's the only thing right now that can save me. So there's so much we can research and to caught in the psychiatry even Muslim ladies, elderly, what I saw. So if I wish they could have this, if the patient can go to the hospital, video, the Zoom, Master Chun Lin has given us. They're saying if you can't go to the hospital, at home you can do this if you can't afford hospital bills and all this, psychiatric bills. Or you really cannot go to the hospital. You want to just languish, die. It's so painful, torturous. I'll never take medicine. Never. What I've seen. Things can happen to you. Side effects. I don't want to scare you, but the truth is what I've seen. So it's terrible. I'll never take medication. Doesn't help. Creates more problems. Adds to your. So yeah, you can try if you have the will and the motivation to try. New medicines, go to the psychiatrist, say, no, this one is not helping. This one's giving me this side effect. And keep trying until you find the right medicine for yourself. But I'm not going to take any medicine. This, and I cannot imagine Spartacus, you know what he went through? Uh, in Pakistan, where he went on the outskirts, and he was found a bird he had ate. Spartacus, ex-Muslim. I don't know where he's gone. Like the mother also wanting to kill him, or what? Spartacus, ex-Muslim. Oh my God, the crimes committed against us, and so how can we come to? Oh, can you change the? Can you go against what Prophet Muhammad has said? When Prophet Muhammad himself goes against what Allah has said in Surah Maida 87, 87 or 85? 87, right? To the believers. He's gone against the hudud even, the limits Allah has set for you, believers. They don't cross that limit. Remember Surah 9, ayat 112? 112? Surah 9. Let's go. Okay. No, Surah May. I think Surah Maida is in the Ismaili Quran, right? So 87, I think it is. Yeah, if it's. Yeah, believers do not hold as unlawful the good things, even, meaning good things. I'm saying it here. You see, I'll share it here so you can know. Look, please, and then I don't want to go to the sex slaves and Imam, that website again to see that. Sorry, I'm not today. So this will continue the crimes against ex-Muslims by Muslims. And I was when I didn't find this pure awareness, and then Muji Papa to tell me, like, tell us how important. Ooh, this is the most, like, this is the greatest thing you found in the kingdom of humanity, or in the history of humanity. If you anyone else may have found it but never told you, like Muji Baba is showing you, like, words using when when you've accepted his offer and the help rendered by him. The words used, it really helps you. Pure awareness, this is it. This is the only thing. Do not hold as, what was the point then? The point is this, the greatest thing. No need to meditate like that way, or use mantras even. You can. Muji Baba says Om and rings the bell. So these are helpful things. So I would say right now, Shivam, I was just listening to Muji Baba for a while so that my little bit, I'm in a great shock right now. Also, like, going out when I don't have energy, forcing myself. It's more torture. I don't want to think about it. So learn from the disbelievers. Where's Imam? Sermon or saying Imam Ali saying this. Let me see. Let me put Imam Ali. Uh, you can take things from the disbelievers. Learn, educate. I don't know how to put it, so my search still. Okay, you see here, this ayat says, and it's in the Ismaili Quran. Believers, do not hold as unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful to you. Do, and do not exceed the bounds of a right. Allah does not love those who transgress the bounds of right. Meaning, if you do this, Allah does not love you, right? Will not love you if you do this, because you're transgressing also, and don't transgress. And this is one of the transgressions here, making unlawful the good things of what Allah has made lawful by Allah for you here, like this. And do not transgress. Like, you will be a transgressor if you do this. And then I found a new ayat, which is in the Ismaili Quran too. Surah 9, ayat 112. Those who, so dying, again, I'm telling, I don't know, I'm remembering what my Sikh brother, Sikh in London, asked me. He says, I ask everyone this question, whoever I meet, how would you like to die? So being a Husseini, I had to say that I would like to die saving lives, or saving a life. So right now, if I get angry, yeah, this I don't. I can't. I get so shocked I can't answer. Like when Muslims come here attacking me, I can't properly. Yeah, at that time I can't. But later on, maybe I will answer the attacks that were put on me. That I make fun and this and that. What else is there? Okay, Surah 9, Ayat 112. Here it is. Let me share it on the screen. Those who constantly turn to Allah in repentance, meaning the believers, they are the believers, right? Because oh, let me go to Quran.com. So this is the way I found out. It's Smileys also that Prophet Muhammad is not the true prophet. For Surah Tahrim ayat, going to then Surah Tahrim ayat 1. Such believers are meaning the repentant, the worshippers, the praisers, the travelers, uh, just travelers, those who bow and prostrate. Well, Yusuf, Hazrat Yaqub, Jacob prostrated to Yusuf, Surah Yusuf ayat 100. His parents and his brothers, all. Those who enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong. This is Imam, Hussein, Ziyarat Warisa. And those who observe the limits, meaning set by Allah. Limits, Allah. Okay. And those who observe the limits of Allah. Limits of Allah. Something wrong here. Maybe Christian Prince can properly explain this. He's also an Arab. It's not written properly here. Anyways, you put in brackets set by Allah. And T. Usmani doesn't even put it in brackets, prescribed. Those who preserve the limits by Allah. It's wrong. Limits by Allah? See, you have to put prescribed and you haven't even put it in brackets, your translators. Something and who observe God's limits. Abdul Halim. What are God's limits? Tell me. How limited is God? God's limits? Is that the way? I don't think this is a. Now again, with Surah Nura 33, it's not put properly here. There's a problem here with this ayat also, in this part. Who observe God's limits? Oh, you're assuming. So God has limits? God should put set by me or set by him. He's talking in like a third party. What do you call it? Oh my goodness. Okay. It's hit me. Please look at this. Oh God. Okay, this is, but this point also that so what did Prophet Muhammad do in Surah Tahrim? If you read Jiddu Krishnamurti, how to, hasn't Prophet Muhammad also said, oh Lord, wasn't his prayer, isn't it, is it in your hadiths? Oh Lord, make me see things as they are. Oh Lord, make me, or something, see things as they are. Prophet Muhammad. As they are. Seeing things as they are. Oh Allah, show me, seeing the reality of all things as it is, right? Sadaf speaks, thank you. Jiddu Krishnamurti, its whole thing is this. Very consistent. No contradictions in it. Seeing things as they are, for what they are. Now, please don't go to idols or, or this or that, okay? Mind mischievous, I tell you, it goes there. You don't want to see things as they are. Prophet Muhammad's prayer, when I was a Shia, I knew this. I found this out. You will always find where you put him in your life. Allah. You will always find Allah where you put him. Dun Nurain al Shabazz, medium. An amazing dua. Promises to grant you everything. Hmm. You, there's called upon his Lord with the dua in which there's no. Sorry, wordpress.com. Make me better than what they think. No. First and foremost. So how do you see things as they are? If you can't, if you still have to ask your alim.com, call alim how to see things as they are. I call on Jiddu Krishnamurti's books and I go there, right? What? How shall we wash our hands? Go to the bathroom. I did this today. Yeah, things go on. New fatwas come out. Just drop all that. Drop all that. Drop all that. Seeing things as they are not. If you read or watch videos of Jiddu Krishnamurti, I recommend that. I suggest that. Please, suggestion is not an order or force. It's just an advice. It's not a fatwa. Oh Allah, show me the reality of all things as it is. What is the reality of existence? Do you know? What is the reality of you? His prayer. I tell you, Jiddu Krishnamurti, God sent Jiddu Krishna. Oh God, Jiddu will really give it to me about this. Not to use God as it's such a loaded word like love. People use love, the complexity of the space, like you explained. But I tell you, if you read Jiddu Krishnamurti, oh Allah, show me the reality of all things as it is. Jiddu Krishnamurti says, let's go like friends together. We're discovering and reason when you're explain we explain things away without looking at what is here, is there something which is without any explanation, which is self-evident here? Look for yourself, look. And then when you go to the Quran ayahs, Muslims, this is very profound. Oh yes, and powerful dua. Forget the dua. Jiddu Krishnamurti is going with you. For dua, he's the oh, and Muji Baba now, showing you what is here. So Jiddu Krishnamurti's inquiry, is there a non-judgmental observer? What is the mind? What are thoughts in time? The ending of time, Dr. David Bohm and Jiddu Krishnamurti. Dialogue. Now you say, maybe this was also stolen. The Greeks were there. Imam Jafar Sadiq was afraid for the Muslims. Imam Jafar Sadiq, the greatest jurist, greatest. All Imams are great, but in his time, he was given an opportunity, possibly the most famed religious scholar of the House of Muhammad. Where's his book? The greatest, what's it called? The great Muslim scientist, philosopher, Imam Sadiq. What does he say? He says the Muslims, where's the book? So he was scared. Oh God, now I can't remember what exactly. I looked now when I before I was awestruck. Oh my mom saying this and but now when I looked at it recently as a scientist, bilkul no imam, you know, right? What did I see? I saw a diabolical thing here. The great Amazon, great. Let me go to Amazon. Can't find this book. I used to find it online. The great Muslim scientist and philosopher. This is the book I had. He says time, Imam, in which he says time is he defines time. The distance between two events, two known events. The distance between two known events is time. And then I read Jiddu Krishnamurti's ending of time. How do you end this time? The distance between two known events. And how can you go in the unknown? You can't go in the unknown through the mind because the mind is in time. The mind, the thoughts, the mind is time. Thought processes in time. You can't know the unknown. What do you do? It was a great dilemma for me, which was Muji Baba has removed the veils, 7 veils. So, not going in the unknown, what do you do? Because the mind, awareness is here. You can't go beyond the awareness unless you're given some anesthesia. God forbid, my mind goes dead, brain dead. So at least find this, right? Pure awareness. And this is ever living, self subsisting. It doesn't need to depend on anything for it being ever living. No, Ayatul Kursi, Allah, there is no God but He, the living, the self subsisting, or the ever living, the self subsisting, eternal. No slumber there's no sleep here. Like Muji Baba takes you. Is there any sleep here? In this, is there any movement here? So, and then Imam, okay, I understand that, Prophet Muhammad, Martin links in the end, somewhere in the book, he says, oh, my brethren, Prophet Muhammad says. And he's with his Sahabas, and they ask him, who are your brethren? Are we your brethren? He says, no, no. They will come in the later years and they'll be of such high spiritual, they'll have such high spiritual knowledge or something. Like Muji Baba reminds me. So when I was a Shia reading doing my Sunni Shia research, I bought Martin Ling's book, from the earliest history of Prophet Muhammad's life, right? But I tell you, this all fell on me like anything. Oh, my brethren, let me find a. Oh, my brethren. The Sahaba said, who are you calling on, Ya Rasulullah? Martin Links. here. I'll have to search top life childhood. Oh, my brethren, based on, yeah. Okay, at least this book, I can show you. Based on the earliest sources. Muhammad is life based on the earliest sources by Martin Links. This book. So when you see, let me see if I can find a little bit, but um, explaining things away. What does it mean when Jiddu Krishnamurti, instead of seeing what for what it truly is, its reality, we try to explain things away and we escape from that. So it depends on the speaker. Will action come about through explanations? Let me see if I can, light that can never be put. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Is there a state of mind without the self? So it's at Krishnamurti portal. Every human being has identified himself and so conditioned himself with something or other. No, explaining, like when Krishna, um, meeting something, seeing, meeting, meeting. Let's see, meeting life. It's given me Google search. Writing in talks path. Meeting. In this fascinating collection, culled from teachings never before brought together, reflections and meeting life for what it is. You cannot escape from experiences, but they need not take root in the soil of the mind. Now, I want a more getting to the root of the problem here. Explaining things away, meeting things, seeing things for what they are. Let's see, seeing things for what they are. How do you see? How do you observe without the mind? Can see the mind for what it is? To see things without any illusion. The art of seeing, to see things as they are, not as you wish to see them, or as your to see things without any illusion. And where does this illusion come from? We think mind is fascinating, we have reason, we have logic. God has said, "O men of understanding," appealing to the mind, akal, without any preconceived judgment, opinion, to see actually what is, not your conclusions about what is. What is the matter with you people? Surah Nisa, that you can't even, what is Yusuf Ali's translation on that? Surah Nisa, you don't understand a single fact. A single fact you don't understand. But the Arabic word is sunnah, isn't it? What is the matter with these people? Because you are in matter with you, these people. They don't understand a single fact. Surah Nisa. Oh God. Surah Nisa 78. This also, look at it. When I was reading Jiddu Krishnamurti, I stumbled upon this ayat, forgetting that there was an ayat like this. In Surah Nisa, and I was like 78. Ooh, this is what you do. Also this, say, all things are from Allah. But what hath come to these people that they fail to understand a single fact? This is Yusuf Ali's translation. Fact. Hadith, sorry, it's not sunnah, it's hadith. Any statement which is hadith. Why can't you understand a single statement, Sarah? Huh? Imam Ali says, what is the matter with you people? That the hereafter doesn't even come in your imagination. Should the hereafter be in your imagination? Or is it beyond your imagination? And what is the hereafter? Is it here and after? Is it the wow of the now, Brian Peer Grosses? Once you know the here, what after do you need to know? You don't have to be in the future. You are in this present moment. Once, slowly, this mind's conditioning, which brings the ego, all this drops, then you can see for what it truly is. You see the hypocrisy, you see the what truly it is. You see the betrayal. You see the lies in the Quran. Drop all the explanations, that's why. Seeing for what it is, right? Then you find contradictions. And you don't make excuses. Then your research is on that level. Oh, Moses, you came up to the standard now. No, I'm just a joke. On this, what I mean is, then you really, without fear, all that, then you can see for what it is, this Quran, that is a lie. But most of you are looking at it because you've been conditioned, brainwashed, indoctrinated, and then you want to kill us. You're defaming and you're doing this and all. You're not even seeing with the pure, with your pure senses, but the truth. What is that true sense perception? The seeing, the perceiving, and sometimes, yeah, you know, but your heart may be breaking. Ours have broken into pieces. So, when God says to you, don't love people, or don't love the disbelievers, they'll lead you to disbelief. What if you're loving a prophet who is a false prophet, and now you don't have the heart, and you're following to accept, see it, see him for what he is. Oh yeah, that's the weakness of your heart. See, absolutely, oh, lovable, adorable, I said, right? When things get tough, I want to call out Empowering Family, the dua, the smileys. I just need that power, that help, that healer that I find in, that I want to find in the absolutely adorable Imam of the smileys. And I'm repeating the dua without even thinking. But no, my My heart is in him. Like, oh yes, he's proven this in his life. He's proven to be peaceful. AKGN has proven to help so many people. Trustworthy. But then again, when I'm a little stronger, little, my heart doesn't want to say, yeah, but questioning it when you're breaking, you're saying, why, mom, why should I? No, no, I can't call Ali. But you are the Imam that I know, you are the master. There are many masters, and I'm just calling one master who is a great master of his time. His Highness Ah Khan the third. The fourth, sorry. Imam, you, master, I want to, Maula, I don't, now, I change the Ismaili though. Sometimes they change it. I say, Ya, I don't say Ya Ali to Rahmkar. I say Ya Prince, Ya Maula, Prince Karim to Rahmkar. Ya, no, not Ya Maula. Ya Prince Karim. Yani he's Ali for me, or Ali is, I don't know who Ali, that Ali, the Prophet Muhammad. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So I change it. I take Prince Karim's name, His Highness Aga Khan's name, rather than Imam Ali's name. He doesn't even kill those who leave his Ismaili tariqat. So, what is the matter with these people? God will say these people, not you people, because He always is like these, them, and us. But in the us, you are just a believer who's a servant of Allah. You are not. You, but, like, what are you? You are servant of Allah. Don't do shirk. Don't merge with God. You can't merge with God. Sufis, deviants, this, that, shirk doing. That's why Mansur al-Hallaj was killed for saying, Ana al-Haq. So now what is the matter with you, these people? And what is the matter with you people I know now, Muslims? That you're blind, you're so indoctrinated. Don't say anything to this prophet, it's defamation. Don't laugh. I don't have time to laugh at this prophet. But Christian Prince sometimes he's I have to say like it when it's hurting my ego or something, my past, or Christians are telling us, I laugh and laugh and laugh. Hmm. Laugh at when I was stupid. And then Christian Prince himself, Christian, but doesn't know that Jesus Christ, oh no, he would tell his Christian, Jesus Christ has said, sell the cloak now. And now it's time to sell the cloak. What are you telling me to give the other cheek, keep giving the other cheek? Even when the Christians, say to Christian friends, oh no, 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 don't, don't do this, don't say this, don't say it this way, objecting to his way. He would say, he should say, he has, I think, said, it's not only give the other cheek, but Jesus has said, sell your cloak and buy the sword. And they're not killing. They could be just defending themselves. So you can, the Muslims, can you believe what they can do? If, like, this is the earth of Allah and no disbeliever is allowed. Sunnis also look at this. What's this? None of those who bleat about personal freedom, freedom of belief. No, no. So, apart apostate is not to be killed without warning. Fifth, fifth here. Back to this site, Islam QA. None of those who plead about freedom put up with neighbor's child, hitting their child. So how can justify the true religion? Where is it? Number one, this is the ruling of Allah and His Messenger as a prophet said, whoever changes his religion, kill him. The one who has known the religion which Allah revealed, entered it and practiced it, then rejected it and despised it and left it, is a person who does not deserve to live on the earth of Allah. Number two, and eat from the provision of Allah. So the head, let's say today, the head of the Muslim country, but I wish right now I was in Saudi Arabia, or I was from Saudi Arabia. I've heard there have been leaks. I don't know how true it is, but the crown prince of Saudi Arabia has left, has become an atheist. They say not even left Islam, but he's become an atheist. So Haris Sultan was saying in his video about the Saudi crown prince Mohammed bin Salman, अब हमारा हो गया है, अभी तुम लोग क्या करो? He's become us now, from us. He's become one of us. What will you do now, Muslims? But what you can do is make the earth for us impossible to live in, and provisions of the earth provided by earth or by animals impossible for us. So starve us to death, or thirsty. My Noha, Shia Noha. अल्लामा बच्चे तरफ रहे, प्यास से बच्चे तरफ रहे हैं, अब तुम लोग हमें भी नहीं छोड़ोगे, प्यास, अल आताश, अल आताश. And this you say is great. It is like beating a child beating, no, it's like what? Where's this one? No, child beating. Punishment of murder and espionage is death, isn't it, Westerners? So then, punishment for one who disbelieves in the Lord of mankind and despises and rejects his religion is espionage, isn't it? Shedding blood worse than leaving the religion. Fitna is worse. Oh. Is espionage or shedding blood worse than... Oh, this is the way to get the Westerners. Now they got Britishers feeling guilty, so guilty that millions of their girls, don't let me say that. Isn't it someone with their... Oh, huh? We're all dead, except for the Muslims. We're all dead. Didn't I say this on the ex-Muslims from Pakistan? If the punishment over there, explaining the Western Westerners. Espionage is death. Murder. Now, in some countries, no capital punishment for murders, right? Human Rights Watch, or Human Rights now. No death penalty for how many? Human Rights Watch opposes death penalty in all circumstances because of its inherent cruelty. Very good. Thank God I got that. Zimbabwe considers abolishing death penalty. Very good. Due to Human Rights Watch because of its inherent cruelty. Why do you want to be cruel? To a heart that's cruel, you don't want to be cruel. So they've realized human rights, how they've come to this, that because of its inherent cruelty, to date, some 170 countries have abolished or introduced a moratorium on the death penalty, either in law or in practice. Malaysia repeals mandatory death penalty for drug related. Malaysia was one of the only 11 countries that imposed the death penalty for drug related offenses in 2021. Human Rights Watch opposes capital punishments. Is it? Just guessing. All this. So, but look at this, the inherent cruelty. How they've reached this human. Let's go to. Take steps towards abolishing the death penalty. Human Rights Watch opposes death penalty in all circumstances because of its inherent cruelty. How did I reach that? I want to know. I'll have to read. Maybe in this article we have Zimbabwe. Idris Nassah, senior researcher. Parliament should amend criminal code, protect right to life. Approved a bill, if passed by Parliament, will abolish the death penalty. Member of Parliament Edwin Mshorewa introduced a private member's bill. Majority of our people want the death penalty to be abolished, he said. Thank God. That's good news, great news. While Zimbabwe carried out last executions in 2005. So how did the human rights find the right to life and the right not to be subjected to torture or other ill treatment are established in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, international human rights treaties to which Zimbabwe is party, and many national constitutions. The proposal law will prohibit any court from imposing the death penalty and from carrying out a death sentence previously handed down. But isn't it in Islam that you can pay, what is it called? Hmm? For murder cases? Here, murder cases. Oh, murder case. Slave for a slave. Dr. David Wood was showing what a ridiculous thing this is. I wonder if it's in the Ismaili Quran. Sorry. You who believe fair retribution is prescribed for you in the cases of murder. Fair retribution. O you who have believed, prescribed for you is legal retribution for those murdered, the free for the free, the slave for the slave. Hmm? If the murderer, what's this? And the female, you don't even get the murderer. You get the slave for a slave. You mean to say if the murderer has killed your slave, you kill their slave? If the murderer has killed your female, you kill their female? But whoever overlooks from his brother, i.e., the killer, anything, then there should be a suitable follow up and payment to him. What do the Pakistani, Indian Muslims call this? Or even the Arabs? Payment to him, i.e., one word for this: the deceased heir or legal representative with good conduct. This is an alleviation from your Lord and a mercy, but whoever transgresses after that will have a painful punishment. No one else should be executed in place of the killer. Qisas, the Quran also calls it qisas, has been prescribed for in the case of murdered people. The free man will be killed for the free man. I think, what's this? I'm not that intelligent. My mind is defeated. Yeah, my intellect has been retarded. Surah 2, Ayat 178. Let me just check this smiley. Quran, Surah 2. What? Surah 2. 178. I'll scream if it's there. Okay, it's not in the Ismaili Quran. Qissas. So, what is this? They're saying the murderer should be killed, but it's saying here the free for the free, meaning I still don't get it. Am I that far gone? No, not that far. I've left Islam. Can't be that far gone. But I will come around to this someday. This ayat, the way David Wood explained it. So I will come around David Wood one day. I still haven't come around to this. What is this? They're saying only the murderer should be killed. But it's saying slave first slave, female first female. Okay, some things are beyond my battered mind, tortured mind right now. Okay, so death is espionage. What about espionage, human rights? Oh, I'm doing this. I should have done this. Human rights, death penalty. Oh, the espionage Prophet Muhammad Muslim did on the Jews, or they said the Jews first sent this, and all that politics. So no, don't kill. No killing of the Muslim espionage, but killing of the Jews espionage. Very good. And apostate. You death penalty for espionage. Yeah, get the Americans for that case, right? And I'm forgetting his name. And what else is there? Murder. But even the Quran, it says if you forgive, it's better. Article 7 of the ICCPR declared that no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Death penalty. The 1917 Espionage Act, from which the 1954 Act derives much of its wording, authorized the death penalty for espionage in time of war, but limited peacetime infractions to a sentence of 20 years in prison. Okay, here's the advocate for human rights says this website, death penalty issues. Nonetheless, in some countries, let me first, in Amnesty International, human rights violations permeate criminal legal systems that authorize the death penalty for an overview of death penalty issues. Capital punishment is cruel and inhuman. Where has the wonderful, compassionate people, understanding? This is where human rights has reached for human rights. Advocates have reached for human rights. Capital punishment is cruel and inhuman. Many countries view capital punishment as inherently arbitrary and discriminatory. So, this religion which discriminates against ex Muslims, murtads, mulhids, and then you're putting it on us. These factors, as well as the unique psychological and physical trauma associated with the time leading up to an actual infliction of this punishment, make the death penalty cruel. Oh, this degrading and inhumane. According to a majority of nations, I think a majority of nations are better than the Muslim Allah, Islamic Allah, and Prophet Muhammad. Although the US Constitution, 8th Amendment, specifically prohibits cruel and unusual punishment evaluated based on evolving standards of decency, the US Supreme Court has opined that capital punishment does not constitute a per se violation. This clause rendering the United States in the minority of countries that still deem such punishment permissible. So we let the United States go for now. Don't agree to it. So don't come here telling me this. I'm not for the United States in this. Countries do not reserve the death penalty for the most serious crimes. Okay, you can read this. Death penalty and amount to torture. Oh, very good. Like you can go into this. It's a long, it's like a small booklet or something, long article. Thank you. And what about the payment that you give for this in money for murder also? And so not in all murder cases do you kill the murderer, right? Death penalty for the murderer. You get money also. The for murdering someone, you can give money to them. The murderer can give money to them. So this complicated, you can, ex-Muslim Sahil at that time, I remember I'd gone there, was doing on this Kitsas. And even Fez, ex-Muslim, I think he must have covered this, not sure. Ex-Muslims have covered this, right? Qissas in ex-Muslims. Which ex-Muslim? Many. Those on YouTube must have covered this on Qissas. Qissas. Inherently cruel. So why does your Allah, Muslims, ask yourself, why does your Allah want to be? He's when the human beings have come to this, like, amazing. You know which human being, which philosopher, founder of altruism? Who was the I mean, this is amazing. Founder of altruism. I mean, right, recently the bishop has forgiven his stabber, Muslim stabber. Auguste Comte, sociologist. Religion of Auguste Comte in the early 1850s as a theoretical term in his cerebral theory and as the central idea of his atheistic religion of humanity. Coined. Altruism was coined by the French socialist Auguste Comte. Wow, amazing. And what is this? I've just searched Google right now. Amazing. And look at what my ex-Muslim, my goodness, my Muslims. Sunnis, come to your senses. The invention of altruism, making moral meanings in Victorian Britain. I really like altruism. It's hard, but it's very good if we can do this. The invention of altruism, making moral meanings in Victorian Britain. Thomas Dixon's book. It's a book. Contents. Altruism was coined by the French sociologist Auguste Comte in the early 1850s as a theoretical term in his cerebral theory and as the central idea of his, oh yes, then I believe in this atheistic religion of humanity. This book traces this new language of altruism, which we learned I learned in my philosophy logic classes in St. Joseph's College, Karachi. Philosophers discussing this. Herbert Spencer, Hume, and maybe, yeah, Kant, I don't know. Frederick Nee. Okay, let's see what this is. Then, as it spread through British culture between the 1850s and 1900s, and in doing so provides a portrait of Victorian moral thought, drawing attention to the importance of Comtean positivism in setting the agenda for debates about science and religion. This volume challenges received ideas about both Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer as moral philosophers. Darwin saw sympathy and love, not only selfishness and competition, throughout the natural world. Spencer was the instigator of an anti-aggression league and an advocate of greater altruism in Britain's dealings with the lower races. The book also sheds light on the rise of popular socialism in the 1880s, on the creation of idealist altruists in novels of 1890s, Individualistic philosophies of Friedrich Nietzsche, Oscar Wilde, and G. E. Moore, authors considered by some to be representative of can't pronounce this word, egomania. This wide-ranging study in the history of ideas is relevant to contemporary debates about altruism, evolution, religion, and ethics. As we go on listening or thinking, pondering, you go on, you've been told to kill. Your Allah has told you we have no right for provision, even to eat food. I mean, for me, this is really shocking to come back to Islam and see again, as an ex-Muslim, what you write and how you. So this Allah for me. And in my previous live stream, I was saying, right, what the like Spartacus, what ex-Muslims had to go through. I cannot talk about that. I was just listening to Spartacus' story, and so we're not allowed to live. No, but Nuria Khan, when she was a Muslim, her husband was hitting her in Dubai. Police could not help her. Even a Muslim, being a Muslim. And then, I'm sorry, I say this for me is too much. There's ayat, surah, this ayat of your women are your field. Marital, it could give way to marital rape. And another verse which came to my attention was through the ex-Muslims from Pakistan channel on this topic of grooming gangs of Pakistan, from Pakistani grooming gangs in UK. So what came, Yazid showed this, right, a video on this Surah, if I can remember now, Surah 33, Ayat 59. You can rape your slave girls and all this without their consent. So it would be rape, right? Oh, and so the Muslims, the right interpretation, I thank Sayyid Yazid so much for the right interpretation and meaning of this verse. It's not the disbelievers who were harassing these believing women that they were ordered now to wear their outer garments. But for it says here that you will be known, oh, and you will not be abused. So we thought that you will be known and as moments believers, and you will not be abused by the disbelievers. So the disbelievers, when they realize you are moments, they won't even abuse you. Also take it this way. But what it actually means is your our own Muslims, moments. It will distinguish you from the believing women and those who are the sex slaves. Umar said they're not supposed to even. Umar hit someone, a sex slave girl or captive. Who was she? So they, so Surah, like for example, Surah Nisa says you can use these. Who are they? Fatayatukum? What your right hands possess. Surah Nisa 25 is not in Ismail. This ayat 25. 24 is there. So if you can't afford, and whoever is not able to, Wait a minute, let me show that. Oh God, I hope tonight I don't, till morning, disturb my neighbors. They go to work, they have work. And whoever is not able to among you afford to marry the free chaste women, then marry what possessed your right hands of Fatayatakum, slave girls. So group from the Malak Aimanakum, Malakat Aimanakum, what your right hands possess are these Fatayatakum. You can use them and marry them. Since you can't afford the believing women, free, chaste, rich, right? Wait a minute. And whoever is not able to among you afford, yeah, you can't afford to marry free, chaste, believing women. Oh, you have to be able to afford to marry. Another thing comes up in my mind. And whoever, oh, I see it and something's gone wrong with, I can't go on. Sorry, I have to, I can't, okay. I have a fit attack. Thank you. I'll come back later to complete, perhaps, I don't know.